Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this week's Friday conversation with Father Pat. Father, thanks for joining us. It's there for a while we were going like a house of fire every weekend, busy, busy, busy. And this weekend it's a little bit more manageable. Not as much going on, but still important things to do at St. Simon and Jude.
Yeah, my focus this weekend will be with RCIA, the Rite of Christian Initiation for Adults. We have a retreat on Saturday, and then we'll have the Rite of Acceptance at the noon Mass on Sunday. So, of course, RCIA, the Rite of Christian Initiation of Adults, is the process in which we bring adults into the faith, into the church. Both those that have not been baptized in any faith and those that have been baptized in another denomination. And so I'm really excited about that. I don't know what exactly the count is, like 15 people we got in, 3 that I think will be baptized. At one point, right, in the summer, we didn't know whether we'd be able to have an RCIA program at all with the COVID restrictions. And a lot of people have done a lot of great work to make sure that we can have an RCIA program. We're starting to meet with the candidates virtually over Zoom. It's exciting that these candidates have stepped up here, even in this environment, to want to know more about the Catholic faith. I have a lot of personal interest in the RCIA program. It was the RCIA program that really spurred my faith on. I was an occasional Sunday Catholic, coming to Mass periodically, most Sundays, not every Sunday. And then my pastor just said, "Hey, you want to do something?" And I said, "Well, yeah, but I don't know what to do." And he said, "Hey, why don't you join RCIA and help out with the RCIA team?" And it was really kind of interesting, because just a couple of days before my pastor said that, I was talking to one of my college roommates, and he had just married a lady who was not Catholic, and she had decided to convert to Catholicism and come through the RCIA program. And this friend of mine was baptized Catholic as an infant, as I was. And we were talking about it. And he said, that RCIA program, that was really good. I really learned my faith. That was really great going through that faith. If anybody ever asks you about the RCIA program, you ought to do it. And then a couple of days later, the priest asked me about it. So I became part of the RCIA program and was part of the RCIA program for 10 years. And that's really what led to my vocation. I left the RCIA program when I went to the seminary, and that's really what led to my vocation as a priest. That the RCIA program, just journeying with these people, journeying with them, as a baptized as I was as an infant, right? I never really made a choice to be Catholic, not a personal choice. It was just something that was there. And, I learned my faith, and I kind of knew my faith, but I never really thought about it in terms of why or why not. And working with the RCIA program and watching these people who, desired to know about the Catholic faith, desired to understand, and was really making an active decision that, no, this is what I want to believe. That each year working with them really challenged me to look at my faith. It challenged me to help explain my faith to them, but it more importantly challenged me to just really understand what those questions were, and to really think about my faith, think about what we really do believe about the Eucharist, what we really do believe about Mary, what we really do believe about so many things. So I do highly encourage you to have the opportunity to work with RCIA. I think we're still looking for sponsors, people that can journey with our candidates and catechumens. But throughout the year, we'll be doing these rites. I said on Sunday, we have the rite of acceptance, and everybody's invited to participate with us in those rites. And just the rites themselves and journeying with us on the rites are so fundamental. The whole Lenten season is filled with rites for the RCIA, and especially in that Lenten season, just journeying with the people through the rites is great. This week we'll have the rite of acceptance, and most significantly here in this rite of acceptance is we'll mark the candidates and the catechumens with the sign of the cross. And we do that in this rite. The rite is based on ancient practices, and it was believed that very early on in the church that they would mark the catechumens with the sign of the cross. And when you think about that, that is just so profound, because these catechumens, when they were signing up, when they would become Catholic, right, they would be persecuted. And so signing up to be Catholic signed them up to potentially be crucified. And here that first step was making that commitment with the sign of the cross. I mean, we think of just the cross as, ooh, this cross, but I mean, that was, it'd be like us being signed with an electric chair, making a commitment that, we'll live our faith, even to the cross. And that is quite a commitment. They did it because they saw the cross not as an instrument of punishment, but an instrument of strength. They realized the strength that comes through the cross. And that's a good lesson for all of us. So throughout the year, throughout this RCIA journey, we'll continue to talk more about the RCIA process and the rites. And I just encourage you to journey along with the candidates and catechumens as they come into the faith. Certainly pray for them, but we all can find ways to grow in our faith through our support of the candidates and catechumens.
I know when I went through it, it was changed my life. It was like a 4-step process. Propose to Karen. Step 2, she says yes. Step 3, tell our parents. Step 4, sign up for our RCIA. So it was a mandatory thing, not just because it was mandatory, but because it was mandatory within the family. So that's always good to see other people that are benefiting and growing from it. And the other thing this weekend, just briefly, Father, is that the gift baskets that the Adopt a Grandparent program are doing. Last day to get those turned in is this Sunday, I believe, to room 1, I think it is. So if you're participating in that, I just wanted to make that reminder for everyone.
All right.
I appreciate your time. And
Good. It's good talking with you again. We'll see you on Monday.
Be here. Have a good weekend.